Look outside right now. The sky is blue, you can breathe, everything is fine. Now imagine that in 5 seconds, the sky goes black. Not at night, right now, in the middle of the afternoon, and your ears just exploded. That's not science fiction, that's physics. And today we are going to track exactly what happens, second by second, when Earth's atmosphere loses its oxygen. I'm warning you, by the end of this video, you will never look at the sky the same way again. Chapter 1. The first 5 seconds of silence. Oxygen makes up 21% of our atmosphere. It doesn't just let us breathe, it literally holds the air together. The moment it vanishes, atmospheric pressure drops by about 21% instantly. Second one. That pressure drop hits your eardrums before your brain has time to register anything. The eardrum is designed to flex, but a 21% sudden pressure differential tears it. Bilateral rupture. Instant. For everyone on Earth, simultaneously. That's 8 billion people clutching their ears at exactly the same moment. Second 2. You look up. The sky is no longer blue. Here's why. The sky is blue because oxygen and nitrogen molecules scatter short-wave blue light, a process called Rayleigh scattering. No oxygen? The scattering behavior of the atmosphere changes instantly. The sky doesn't gradually fade. It snaps to black. Pitch black. In broad daylight. The sun is still there, blazing bright, but the atmospheric filter is gone. The sky around it turns dark, like space. Chapter 2. Architecture begins to die. Here's where it gets architecturally terrifying. Concrete, the material holding together every modern building, bridge, and road, is roughly 50% oxygen by mass. It's locked inside the compound as calcium silicate and aluminum oxide. Without atmospheric oxygen, concrete doesn't explode. But here's the thing. The oxidation bonds within the compound start breaking down over the next few minutes under the shifted atmospheric chemistry. The structural integrity of every poured concrete surface on Earth begins compromising simultaneously. Every skyscraper, every highway, every dam, the foundations of civilization are chemically compromised within minutes of the oxygen loss. And that's before we even talk about combustion. Internal combustion engines require oxygen. The moment oxygen vanishes, every car mid-drive stalls. Every plane in the air loses its engines. Not gradually, instantly. Global grounding of all active aircraft. Simultaneously. And here's the thing, most people don't realize. The oceans don't save us. Dissolved oxygen in water follows atmospheric equilibrium. As surface oxygen pressure collapses, dissolved O2 starts outgassing. Marine life follows shortly after. Chapter 3. The radiation problem. The ozone layer, O3, is 3 oxygen atoms bonded together, sitting 15 to 35 kilometers above our heads. It is the only thing standing between every living organism on Earth and full-spectrum ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Without its source element, the ozone layer doesn't gradually thin. It collapses. The math on how quickly is debated. Some models say hours, others say days, depending on remaining atmospheric nitrogen reactions. But the direction is the same. Unfiltered UVB and UVC radiation hitting unprotected skin begins causing radiation burns within minutes of exposure. Not sunburn, radiation burn. Any exposed surface, skin, plant tissue, any organism without hard shielding, begins oxidizing under direct solar radiation. The world begins to burn. Not from fire, from light. Chapter 4. Could anything survive? Here's the honest scientific answer. Almost nothing we know of could survive in open conditions. Anaerobic bacteria, organisms that thrive without oxygen, would be the inheritors of Earth. They evolved on this planet before the Great Oxidation Event 2.4 billion years ago flooded the atmosphere with oxygen and killed most of them. In an oxygen-free Earth, the evolutionary clock resets. The Archean era begins again. Here's what makes this scenario genuinely unsettling and scientifically important to understand. Oxygen in our atmosphere is not a geological constant, it's biological. It's produced by photosynthetic organisms, primarily cyanobacteria and plants. Life created the oxygen atmosphere, which means life can, under certain extinction level conditions, stop maintaining it. Our breathable sky is not a feature of the planet, it's a product of biology. It requires maintenance. So next time you take a breath, understand what that breath actually is. It's not air, it's the accumulated output of 2.4 billion years of photosynthetic life. Every inhale is a product of the most successful ecological project in the history of this planet. Protect it accordingly. If you want to go deeper, we covered what happens to the human body in a vacuum in our last video. That one pairs well with this. Link is up there. Subscribe if atmospheric catastrophe is your kind of content. I'll see you in the next collapse.